I hope inviting the symbiote into our home doesn't corrupt us. You know, morally. Been there, done that.
After what he has endured, we should be sensitive to Eddie's needs.
I've worked with Eddie before. He's not that bad. He's not that good either.
I have expertise in the extraordinary, but Venom is unlike anything I've encountered in my travels.
I am glad to have Venom on the team. Eddie, I could do without.
Another day, another addition to the Abbey of Misfit Toys. And yes, I include myself.
I hope you know what you're doing bringing Venom here. I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always...
I don't think Eddie will fit in the Hellright's backseat. Or the front, for that matter. Ooh! When he's Venom, does he squish down? I got lots of trunk space.
The Venom suit has such an appealing aesthetic. But the drool? I am not a fan.
Do you think Eddie would let me take a selfie with my head in Venom's mouth? Ah, never mind. I'm sure it'll happen naturally.
All right! Lilith isn't the only one with monsters on her side.
Sometimes Eddie's emotions get the better of him, but his heart is in the right place. That's what matters.
Wow. Is this some kind of monastery?
Oh great, another mouth to feed. Do you think I'm made of money? Well, you're right.
Good girl, Charlie.
You guys really put the home in home base. This is an impressive setup.
I hope the accommodations are better than what my mother provided.
Your mother gave me a lot of stuff. Most of it was grief. Thanks again for what you did for me. As if my past wasn't complicated enough, your mother added a fresh pile of regrets.
Eddie, you are here because a mutual friend believes in you.
You mean he believes I'm trouble? And he's not entirely wrong.
I do not want you at each other's throats.
Look, Parker and I have a complicated history, but it's water under the bridge. Oh, well, I guess we're still building that bridge. But we have bigger fish to fry. From the bridge. But enough about us. Can you trust me after everything that happened? I mean, I kept trying to eat you.
You are a different person. I cannot blame you for my mother's control.
Oh, that's a relief. Thought it might be weird between us. Want to hug it out? Sorry, I just made it awkward, didn't I?
No more than Peter Parker does.
So, now that we've cleared the air, I'm a little worried about the deal we made with the devil. That's the first time I've meant it literally.
No point in worrying. We will deal with Mephisto when and if the time comes.
With Mephisto, it's always a matter of when.
If the world ends, we shall never know.
I'm glad you sound confident. The symbiote and I are on the fence. No offense, but I hear there's a gym here, and I'm itching to check it out. I'm gonna do that, unless you need something else?
I would like to get to know you better.
Okay, hit me.
I would like to know more about your symbiote.
Naturally. Go for it.
I noticed that you sometimes refer to yourself as we. Why is that?
Because I'm a king in black.
What does that mean?
It doesn't matter. Truth is, Venom isn't a singular personality. It's a combination of myself and the symbiote. That's why we say we.
Must be strange to have a conversation with the voice inside your head.
Yeah, well, if you thought it was hard fighting vampires, try doing it when your costume is yelling in your ear.
Eddie, can I talk to Venom now?
That's not how it works. I'm not deranged. I just share a body with an alien symbiote. And okay, yeah, that does sound deranged. But it also happens to be true. You want to talk to Venom? You always are, Hunter.
What are your capabilities on the battlefield?
But without your mom's demonic protein powder, we can still bench press a bus if we need to. We also have limited shape-shifting abilities. Our tendrils are handy when we need to grab something or web someone to a wall. And we can also camouflage ourselves if needed. Don't tell Parker, but he traded down when he went back to those red and blue pajamas.
How did you and the symbiote connect with one another?
I got bitten by a radioactive pool of motor oil.
What?
No, that would have been less traumatic. Truth is, Spider-Man brought the symbiote back from space.
Space?
Be surprised what that kid gets up to. Anyway, Parker found the suit ill-fitting. His loss was my gain. Maybe I'll tell you the story someday.
I would like to know more about you.
Really? Like what?
What was your life like before you became Venom?
I was a reporter, and I was pretty good at it. Well, I was okay. Somewhere between okay and pretty good. Had a few wins. Then one major gaffe blew up my whole career.
What happened?
It's a long story. And not my favorite one to tell. Maybe I'll share the details someday. All you need to know is that it nearly ended my career. I still find the occasional reporting gig, but, well, let's just say it's for news sites with stories about how the government buries alien bodies in the desert.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Just not the kind of aliens these sites talk about.
What drives you to fight for justice?
Plenty of people will tell you I'm no hero. Some of them might be living in the Abbey. But I really do care about doing what's right. I guess you could say I had a tough childhood. Always wished I'd had a strong friend who could save me from the monsters in my life. So I became a monster. To save those too small to fight for themselves. Yeah, they might be afraid of me, but I'll keep them safe.
You seem ruthless for a hero.
Is that a question?
half the Midnight Suns believe the greater good can sometimes outweigh a single life. But none of them... well...
Eat their enemies?
You could put it that way.
My brand of justice is an acquired taste.
Actually, I have to run.
I'm around if you need me.
Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the mission objective was. But I'm sure glad it seems like I accomplished it.
Anything else on your mind?
What does S.H.I.E.L.D. know about Mephisto?
What does an international espionage agency know about the actual devil?
Yes?
Not very much.
That is alarming.
Look, if Satan had a nuke, I could hand you a dossier thicker than your head. But he doesn't, so... Frankly, I should be asking you. What can you tell me about Mephisto?
Well, he is the actual devil.
Which is more than what S.H.I.E.L.D. will ever admit to knowing about Mephisto.
Mephisto detests new breed vampires. Do we know why?
I have no good answer for that. Nothing based on facts. My gut tells me new breed vampires keep him from getting something he wants. As for what that is, you'll have to ask the devil.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change. Hunter, I need a few minutes to myself.
Tony pisses everyone off. It was not personal.
It's not that. He's the same as he... It doesn't matter. I'll be okay. I just need a minute. I did not need this today.
Hey boss, any clue why Robbie freaked out about the new gear? Does he hate efficiency?
I thought you invented the spark.
Yeah, well, it was a team effort, but...
Has it lost the capacity to send messages to your teammates?
I see where you're going with this, boss. Yes, I could have ruined the surprise by letting everyone know I was turning the shop into the factory.
Tony, you should have asked.
I had to pull a lot of strings to get this here. I didn't think it would be an issue, okay? I'm gonna bring the rest of this gear online. Should help you streamline the process when you and Parker do your thing.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations, or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect, you got it. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
Give me a minute.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I can handle this myself.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
Not much to say, for once.
Caretaker has shared so much wisdom with me during my time here.
I admire your leadership capabilities.
Well, that is very kind of you to say.
Can I help you?
Your staff of one is marvelous.
Whoa, thank you. You're the best.
Fine, speak.
I am amazed at how you do not let things bother you.
It's all blood, sweat, and tears. Mostly blood.
I hydrate. Blood is mostly water.
Maybe Blade was too hard on you.
If my skin wasn't so pale, you'd see me blushing.
Never thought we'd open the Abbey to that symbiote, and the lunkhead to which it's attached.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Okay, this'll be fine. No need to freak out. Eddie and I got along once, we can do it again, right?
Peter, are you all right?
Why? Because one of my ex-nemesis now lives in the same building? Do I not look okay? I'm thinking calming thoughts.
You seem on edge. Is it Eddie?
No, why? I mean, no. Why?
If it is an issue, we can find him alternative lodging. Perhaps in Limbo?
No. I think this could be a good bonding experience for Eddie and me. Sure, I didn't exactly bond with the symbiote, but you know what I mean.
I will take your word for it.
Anyway, that's not the only reason I'm on edge. Back in the sewer, Mephisto called me by my name. Is that something I need to worry about?
When you sign a contract with Mephisto, it is said he learns all your secrets.
So I should have read the fine print?
It was likely too small for you to see.
Well, it does not surprise me that the devil is a data miner. I wonder if he's behind NFTs. All this excitement has really got me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his astonishing pals. His stupendous companions. I'm circling it, I know.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist. Set regards no obstacles. Autumn does not answer. Must not be her purview. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. Set is in good humor today. Autumn shone the way. Nothing can stand in his way. Set has decided not to. He hears me, but has no answers. He does not seem interested in breaking that. Autumn must not see it that way. Autumn be praised. Set must not be listening today. Hippus does not seem to agree. The gods are fickle. Set revels in his blessing. The father of serpents is smiling. Interesting. Intriguing. Set is a temperamental god. She does not see it happening. Perhaps I ask too much of him. He sees our path. He does not seem interested in breaking that. Autumn thinks otherwise. If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist. The Father of Serpents is smiling. Set revels in his blessing. Set is a temperamental god. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Nothing can stand in his way. There must not be anything here. The son of Gaia, please. That is something. Set has decided not to. There's only so much Hippus can do. The goddess disagrees. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Set regards no obstacles. Autumn reveals all. Set is in good humor today. Autumn does not answer. Set must not be listening today. There's only so much Hippies. The goddess must be busy. Autumn, show me the way. Set is a temperamental god. He hears me, but has no answers. Set is in good... Charlie would not have done this, but someone or something dug up this grave. He sees our path. Curious. Set revels in his blessing. Set must not be listening today. It seems my offering was accepted. nothing can stand in his way. Set regards no obstacles. Clever. I wonder if there are more rings nearby. Autumn reveals all. Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn must not see it that way. Cantankerous, these fairies. Hippus brings renewal. Set has decided not to.
If he ever decides to rebuild, there's a great lot in East LA. Trust me, nobody will go near it.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Hey, Hunter. No problem. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, what do you think?
Always a pleasure.
we gonna do without the sanctum?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Who could have guessed that storing all these magical artifacts in one place could backfire?
Nico told me we were headed to the desert, and I thought she said dessert. Now I want pie.
So, I guess that means existential, metaphysical, and arcane calamity are on our doorstep.
Hey, Charlie Warly puppy face. You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Poor Dr. Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
Hunter, ever get the feeling like there's more going on that no one's telling you?
I have something for you.
A pony?
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No, you sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting, and you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
It's hard fighting the Earth.
Things always look a little brighter in the morning.
And suddenly, there are 2 openings in Manhattan's red-hot real estate market.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Good thing we've got her offspring on our side.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum. Stay out of trouble.
Come along, Charlie. If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist. If his help was warranted, Tempest would provide. Perhaps I ask too much of him. Hippus does not seem to agree. He does not seem interested in breaking it. Must not be her purview. There must not be anything here.
Dr. Strange is showing me pointers on the staff of one.
Doctor.
If you've come to cheer me up, don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do or say that could possibly lift my spirits.
Tony is moving out of your room and has just secretly admitted to me that you are the superior intellect.
I appreciate your attempt at humor, but I know Tony would never admit such a thing, even to prevent me from walking off this cliff. You saw that all that dark energy burst from my building, electrifying the New York skyline with a supernatural storm. Those were Lilith's forces erupting into this world. Now they are free to scour every corner of this earth for the parchment. You should have let me go down with the Sanctum. Maybe I could have reactivated some ward of protection that would have prevented all her Lilin from escaping into the wild.
You are too important to sacrifice yourself now.
But what if my death could have saved our entire dimension?
I still would not do it. We need you, Doctor. I do not believe we can defeat Lilith without you.
I could say the same about you. We must accept this loss and gather our resolve. Like it or not, the reality is that Lilith is one step closer from completing the Darkhold and summoning
Chthon.
We cannot let that happen. Abject failure such as this, Hunter, makes for strange bedfellows. No pun intended.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Good Tony's Forged Mystery. We never close. These should definitely give you an edge.
Farewell.
more punches. Let's do this.
A useful addition.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Let's do this. Generous. Ought to make things interesting. You've made a mistake.
You do not have to show off for me, Blaze.
Time to bleed. Who's next? close. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Nothing to be concerned about here. Don't. Should get the blood pumping. Come get it. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
You were too weak for this fight.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
You feeling all right?
Are you going to the meeting?
Very soon. I'll see you there.
Fine, speak.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Soon.
Are you prepared for tonight's meeting?
I am more than prepared. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. But yes, I am ready.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Good girl, Charlie.
Before you say anything, just let me get this out there. I'm sorry. Lilith hijacked my brain and made me do some terrible things. Things that hurt innocent people. Now Dr. Strange's church is a parking lot.
My mother manipulates people against their will. We all know this.
Well, that's good to hear. So I take it you've experienced that manipulation firsthand?
She is my mother.
Oh, right. I just hope Dr. Strange doesn't hold it against me. I know the sanctum is where he liked to do his rituals. Or prayers, or whatever.
With our help, Strange will recover. I doubt he blames you, Eddie.
He doesn't have to. I blame myself. Look, I get what he's feeling right now. I've spent more than a few nights crashing in bus stations or sleeping on the beach.
No matter the past, today you have a place at the Abbey.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I'll do my best not to let Lilith burn this one down.
You sound conflicted about your past.
We all have things we wish we could forget.
Everyone? Even Captain America?
Are you kidding? I hear he used to wear leather pants.
feeling good today, girl?
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I'm used to her taking over. She does this whenever I find my own path.
It's just for tonight, okay? I'll shut down the Emo Kids before I let her take over. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I can handle it.
I do not want you going through this again.
Oh, kiddo. Hard to mourn someone when they're standing in front of you. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
Is this some kind of hypnosis?
No, it's old magic, once used to heal tormented minds. It allows one to observe and process past events that may be painful to consider.
Why did you not think of this sooner?
You've been gone so long. Until the last meeting, it didn't occur to me that the events of your death are, to you, quite recent. Now then, shall we proceed?
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle.
Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation, my true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you!
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind you.
No, I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
I think Sarah can shed some light on this.
I think you're right. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
I will talk to Sarah.
Sounds good. That's all we had. You taking off?
In a minute.
Let me know when you're heading out.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self. Can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
No, not really. I have more questions than answers.
We'll answer them together, I promise. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
That's all we had. You taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Things always look a little brighter in the morning. Unfortunately.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds. Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
Protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I fail. How may the Sorcerer Supreme... I've crossed paths with this artifact once before.
See you, Hunter.
The sanctum's gone. It's
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
Lots of pings coming in from off-world, but this fight's not finished. Thanks, Hunter.
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth. Avengers Tower. The
same. Just remember.
Ready to work?
New and improved.
All right then.
I'm gonna make Dr. Strange a milkshake. That helps soothe major losses.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
Nico told me we were headed to the desert.
I wonder if Strange will go astral and tell the Ancient One himself.
Poor Doctor Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
legacy draws nearer each day.
What are you doing?
I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. What do 3 squiggly lines mean?
It means you should step away before Sarah notices.
Okay, so the squiggly lines just flashed red. Is that bad?
Yes, actually. What is going on? Vampires attacking civilians in Central Park?
Well, that means we're up, right? Innocents are in danger. We gotta take care of this right now.
Eddie, I agree completely.
Ah, first time I've heard that in years. Come on, let's do some lethal protection. Still feels good to be free from Lilith's control.
I can only imagine.
And I hope you never have to do more than that. Thankfully, I'm free and clear now.
Do not jinx yourself.
Trust me, no one will ever put me on their thumb ever again.
Protect them. That means you, Venom.
We don't get to eat, neither do these bloodsuckers.
Feel free to interrupt their meals.
Gladly. Ready. Wheel. Prepare.
You had You were too weak for this fight.
Try not to swallow any, and you'll be fine.
We're not always about eating, you know.
Ha! Oh, you meant that?
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Well done out there. Especially you, Venom.
We smell something nasty.
Mephisto, what are you doing?
That's better. Now, let's get a few things straight. Well, perhaps one may choose to save the odd civilian. Contractually, in the fight to end the vampire scourge, the spirit of the intended agreement...
Come again?
I did not waste my time curing you so you could save superfluous human lives.
Still boring.
Do I have your attention now? We all know what you really are. A monster. The only version of you that remotely interests me, and the only reason I allowed this deal.
Stop doing that!
Oh, I'll stop. But you've earned an object lesson. Vampires are bad for business. Vampires keep souls from flowing to where they're most needed. And with less souls, there are more soulless. Do you understand the lesson? Because it's time for some target practice.
So many targets.
I just see two of them.
Let's see if you can do this off. I'll give you one chance.
We are not your toys.
Just kill them all. It's really quite simple.
The advantage is mine. No mercy! This shall be of great help. I am impressed.
Generous.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Leave some for the rest of us.
Last time.
I am going
Fresh meat.
You're so much more efficient without those trifling morals getting in the way.
We are just trying to survive your foolish games.
Deny it all you like, Hunter. But you're a natural killer.
Stop talking at us! We have so much power!
Your time has come. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. Your mother abandons you. fulfill my call.
Ready to crawl back to your home planet yet?
We were fine on Earth, not here.
It is time.
Is it still a legend if it's true?
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Much appreciated. It's time. Prepare to die. Permission to eat that one. Who ordered takeout?
Yes. Tear them to shreds.
Get you fools. We have a very dark memory.
This could be how your legacy ends. How embarrassing.
He is like a less endearing version of Caretaker.
Ah, so much nagging. Finally.
Now that was something.
Quick fire. We'll take it. time. A quick bite. Doesn't smell very tasty. This time.
Return to your mother.
Now, release us!
Acceptable outcome. You've earned some small measure of my respect. And I hope learned your lesson.
The lesson is, we do not like being the target!
Of course you don't. And that burning in your chest, that would be...
indigestion?
That would be regret. The most overused human seasoning.
Seasoned humans are delicious.
Would you?
Enough! If you want this so much, stop posturing and tell us where to go.
Find what you seek, where it all began. Now, eradicate the vampire threat, or join me in limbo forever.
You do not dare!
Right, off you go. I don't know why I bother.
Hey, you mind checking in with Eddie? Whatever happened with Mephisto has him especially bummed.
Why not talk to him yourself?
Because I want him to cheer up?
Of course. I will speak with him.
Thanks. Oh, and don't tell him I asked. Wouldn't want to spoil his mood any further.
All this excitement has really got me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his astonishing pals. His stupendous companion.
I can't believe I have to say this, but don't make any more deals with the devil.
Mephisto is a force of pure malevolence. Ideally, our paths should never cross his again.
This new breed is the Diet Cola of vampires. Their taste is a pale imitation of the original. Aspartame, more like Aspar-lame. Anybody?
Mephisto is a bully. Someone needs to stand up to him and put him in his place.
Man, I used to be scared of the devil. Then, I kinda became one. I mean, I'm still scared of the devil.
Being cordial with Mephisto never sits right with me.
Is Eddie doing okay? Maybe he'd feel better if we let him pick at the next movie night?
We're playing with Hellfire every time we talk to Mephisto. Let's try to get this over with quickly.
That creature should not have found his way into Limbo. There will be no next time.
We all have skeletons in our closet, but Eddie might actually have skeletons in his stomach. Respect.
I've never had the devil jump me before. Talk about nightmare fuel.
Let me get this straight. You made a deal with the devil, and you didn't let me look over the contracts first?
You know, Mephisto doesn't look that tough. And how much do you think he benches?
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, I can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
Ha, for starters. Yeah, don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
I love a good puppet show. Do children today still enjoy the antics of Punch and Judy?
Oh, so my life is falling apart and you're making jokes?
Just trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, well, I guess I should apologize too. I'm the one who started yelling. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
Huh. All right. I can get on board with that. You know, I was actually thinking about that already. You ever heard of the legendary Spear of Perseus? No, not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
How does a real-life Macedonian king obtain a weapon of the gods?
No idea. How does Thor become an Avenger? Weird stuff happens, Hunter.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
You should speak to Caretaker or Dr. Strange. I am sure they could offer details about the spear you would find enlightening.
Are you saying that I can't trust my own sources? Those party poopers would just tell me that chasing after the spear is a fool's errand. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think. Don't mind me. Just looking for a good place to string up a web hammock.
You talked to Eddie? How's he doing?
We exchanged matching lockets with our photos inside.
Aw, I was hoping you and I could do that.
I could buy a bigger locket.
Nah, three's a crowd. You and I will have to settle for matching tattoos. But seriously, how's he doing?
He needs time to recover, but it seems he will be all right.
Sure, but how do I put this delicately? I'm concerned his emotions will get the better of him.
How so?
Well, Eddie was always an emotional tornado, but the symbiote doesn't help. It feeds off his emotions, enhances them.
Eddie's feelings are not his own?
Oh, they are, but they're amplified, sometimes to a dangerous degree. Take it from me, the symbiote can really wind your gears.
I know how to train wild beasts. Lots of meat, belly rubs, and you bop them on the nose if they bare their teeth at you.
In my experience, Venom will tolerate only one of those things. Stick to positive reinforcement and the occasional plate of wings. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. If he stops acting like the Eddie I know, you'll be the first to hear it.
What's up, Hunter?
You have called yourself a leader many times.
I've been in the position where I needed to make decisions for a team.
I'm sure you have made many tough calls.
I do what I can with the information I have. The same could be said of you.
Sometimes I feel like I am not capable of leading.
I get it. The pressure to put on a brave face and have all the answers isn't something everyone can handle.
But you think I can?
You've shown me.
Have you ever made a mistake?
Who hasn't? Nobody is perfect. I've made my fair share of mistakes, and have done my best to learn from them. Does it always work? No. I am curious to hear how you handle failure.
I make sure my team knows I'm sorry for letting them down.
Sorry is nice, but action is what makes the apology count.
Of course. I will make sure not to make the same mistake again.
There you go. We'll be here to catch you if you fall. Give yourself some credit, Hunter. You're doing just fine. That was the most fun I've had in ages.
What you doing, Charlie? Ah, I see. What is it, Charlie? Find something?
Fine, speak. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Don't ask to see what's under the mask. I'll blind you with my good looks.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
Doctor, are you familiar with the Spear of Perseus?
Hunter, please, I'm getting a bit old for children's fables, don't you think?
Okay, so it is just a story? The spear is not a real magical artifact?
No, far from it. In fact, the Spear of Perseus is really a misnomer.
What do you mean?
Well, the Spear of Perseus isn't a physical blade, it's a military tactic. Perseus used to arrange his soldiers into a spear-like formation on the battlefield. That ridiculous legend about a supernatural weapon came centuries later.
I see. I just talked to Eddie, and he is convinced the spear is real. He hopes to hunt it down to use it against Mephisto.
Oh, by the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I hope he enjoys chasing wild geese, because that is what he is about to do.
Doctor, knowing Eddie, I worry he might find something that he believes is actually magical.
Whatever he finds is all but guaranteed to be a chintzy replica, likely ripped from a museum gift shop.
I am sure Mephisto will enjoy using it as a back-scratcher.
Indeed. Let's hope Eddie gets bored with this tale before that happens. What brings the great hunter to see an old friend?
You and I are pretty similar.
Correct. We are both humans with extraordinary abilities.
I meant outside of our status as heroes. You and I are both leaders.
I do not consider myself a leader.
No need for modesty. You do a lot for the Midnight Suns. I don't need to tell you that being the head of a team means a lot of responsibility. Do you ever feel pressure to act or lead in a certain way?
I try to lead with my heart and do what is best for the Midnight Suns. I take their needs into consideration.
Spoken like a true leader.
I get the sense that you relate.
Maybe. Despite what anyone says, I believe we're all just winging it and playing it off as confidence because we have to.
It sounds like you were speaking from experience just now.
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotions in check for a long time, even before joining the X-Men. It's been hard to unlearn.
When you say you need to keep them in check, what does that mean?
I need to make sure I'm aware of how I feel 100% of the time. I have tools to keep me grounded just in case. Do you have anything like that?
I find that talking to someone I trust always helps me find my center.
A good option. It's a shame there isn't a therapist on call around the Abbey. That would save us a world of trouble when it comes to our mental health.
I will put it on our wish list for Caretaker to consider.
Ask her to make Charlie a therapy dog, too. That way, we could sneak her extra treats. Staying in control is crucial for me. If I ever seem guarded around you, don't take it to heart.
When you lose control, that affects your powers?
Something like that. Let's just say that when I'm stable, so is the weather and everything around me. I'll save the details for later.
I am looking forward to it. That looks good.
So, I guess that means existential, metaphysical, and arcane calamity are on our doorstep.
Poor Dr. Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter. This is how I spend my free time. Inhale,
Doctor...
Hey, Hunter. How are you adjusting to this century?
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Find more coil, send it my way.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost headquarters support.
What's the latest intel? Beginning decryption sequence. This is definitely the coziest war room I've ever been in. Quiet, too.
Happy to help.
Scratch my back.
Thanks, Hunter.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
As a fellow time-displaced person, perhaps there are some gaps we can help each other with.
Yes, I have a lot of cultural catching up to do.
I have time to field a question, and I'd like to hear about America before it was a country.
Are witches still hunted by Puritans, or can the natural magics be practiced freely as was promised?
Nobody really kills witches anymore. But that's sort of because lots of it went underground. Mostly people don't really believe in magic.
They do not feel the arcane pull of forces beyond our comprehension.
Technology kind of desensitized them to any taboo around witchcraft. There are some very superstitious and dangerous folks still out there.
I call that progress from the dark days of Salem.
And all progress is a process. There's still more work to do on the acceptance of magic front, or you could just move to California. Anything goes in California. Adjusting to a new time is tricky.
We need a support group for people displaced in time.
We used to run one at Avengers Tower on the new moon of every month. I'm sure we'll get one set up again once we stop the prophecy. I'll save you a seat next to Miguel. He drops by from time to time. He's from the year 2099. Nice guy.
You think Lilith would chill a bit if we gave her some pie? No harm in trying, right?
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth. Avengers Tower, the Sanctum Sanctorum. Our beloved Abbey must not suffer the same fate.
Curious.
Hunter, Hello.
You know I know magic, right?
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Seems easy enough.
I call to the elements.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
The elements bow. Accept your defeat.
Need is more than I
Your fate. You were too weak for this.
Let's try this.
I am impressed. Your mother abandons you.
Return to the darkness.
Brought more help.
Let me help.
Should be good.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Hey, boss. I could use some help. The hunter stalks its prey. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
2 questions. Should I bring popcorn and have you prepared a list of snarky zingers?
No, God, no. That's not what this is about. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us. Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
You seem happier than I expected.
Of course I'm happy. Everything's back to normal. That's all we wanted. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together. Let me know how that prototype works out. They can always use some adjustments.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a minute.
You got it. You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell Ride. You ready to leave?
I am ready to go.
We left a lot of Hydra agents with internal bleeding, and I don't care one iota.
Feeling good today, girl. Offer, but what offer? It seems my offering was accepted. Huh. This looks like it belongs here. Maybe I should come back later.
What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
On the bright side, Hunter.
Doctor Strange will shake this.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
I'm here if you need me.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth. Some days it feels like I'm stuck in a time warp, Hunter.
Oh? How so?
This current team, they're so different than the Midnight Suns you once knew. Yet when I see you all together, it's like nothing has changed. I have to remind myself that Jeremiah, Will, Andra, Yelena, they've been gone for centuries now.
I would not be the warrior I am today without them. They all showed me so much. They taught me everything.
Well, not everything, Hunter. There's still a lot you can learn.
Yes, like what all the buttons do. Everything in this modern era seems to have a button on it.
For what it's worth, I still think of the old team often.
Same here. Except for you, it has been hundreds of years. For me, it was like yesterday.
Yet here we are. I just hope things end differently this time.
I'm ready when you are. Ready for more?
We have a new edge. We thought you wanted us to round off.
All right then.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Always a pleasure.
trouble. Good thing we've got her offspring on our side. Thanks, Hunter.
Honestly, aside from Carol and Ileana, you're the only real challenge around here.
The Midnight Suns must be ready for Lilith, especially now. Lucky we'll catch Blaze in a good mood.
And if we are not lucky?
Then it'll just be another day in my life. Hunter.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The Parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much
of that. This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with. Call that one the nest mother. The monsters she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection.
Still they persist.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
Say hi to Lilith.
That's a neat trick. Playtime's over. It's on. No half measure.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Get ready. Time's up for these jumps. Game over. I'm still in my prime. Still coming my way.
They have not lost interest.
Join us.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. Should do the trick. Now for something real special.
To mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Here it comes.
I feel stronger already.
That's gonna hurt your reputation.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt.
Stop fussing over me, idiots. After them. No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mommy too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again.
The advantage is mine. Walk in the light. Let us see if they have an answer for this. will not look kindly on this one.
Don't play. About time. Who's next? That's one hell of a move.
Changed their plans.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
Mother won't let me fade away.
Spins here.
Time to bleed.
Better come up with something new.
Watch close.
You attached to that.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other. Now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is bull. Grade A bull. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
Wait. Are you telling me you actually have feelings and Caretaker hurt them? I do not believe it.
I have feelings. Just not the warm and fuzzy kind. Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
Blaze is weak. His soul is already as black as soot. It will be difficult for him to resist my mother.
You see the error in their judgment too, then?
I do.
Alas, what's done is done. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. I really wanted to slice up a nest mother.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taken things to the next level.
It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You are in the desert one day, Salem the next. I wonder what you are running from.
A moving target's harder to hit.
It all depends on the skill of the hunter.
True. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves, and she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
They could take that show anywhere? Why isn't it on a tropical island?
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know. I just thought it might cheer you up. Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat like it's a horse. You want to take a look?
No.
I think you'd love it. Maybe they were enchanted.
I said no. Tony, don't you realize what I'm going through? My whole world has quite literally blown up.
I just want to cheer you up, that's all. Hey, you want to curse me? No, just kidding. Don't curse me. Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
Secrets are what give us power, Stark. Guard them with your life.
And what do you think the rest of the team would say to that?
They all have secrets of their own. Do not let them force you to give up yours.
Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
Do you really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kinda known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think you will need a bigger lunch.
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much. Especially carbs. I just blow up and, blow up. Huh. Please excuse me. I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo! Go! Go! Genie's at work. Gotta get a sign.
Maybe the spirit of vengeance likes the company of outcasts.
I remember once, Hunter, when you called this place home.
Now, there's usually all sorts of chaos at carnivals, but this was out of hand.
You have not said it.
Okay, so I'm a Spider-Man caught up in a world of magic and demons. How do I keep getting into these messes?
Seen a lot of carnivals go supernatural in my day, but today took the cake.
The Ancient One would be impressed by your perseverance, Hunter.
So the Avengers mixed with Midnight Suns and had a few X-Men. Bam! The X-Avenging Suns. Okay, no, the X-Suns who avenge at midnight? Think, Robbie, think.
So, we're fighting flaming orcs now? Those critters look like orcs, right?
I wish I could have helped today, Hunter.
Wolverine's how old? Sure, let's throw another ancient dude at the problem.
You're a real MVP around here, Hunter.